Action for Healthy Communities Society of Alberta, AHC, is a nonprofit organization based in Alberta. Since 1995, AHC has provided targeted support to all individuals and communities, particularly those facing equity challenges, to build their capacity in addressing the social determinants of well-being and prosperity. Through collaborative partnerships and active community engagement, AHC works tirelessly to create inclusive spaces where everyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, can thrive and actively participate in all aspects of society. We use a community-based development model to address and support communities. AHC is a LICA project launched in 2023 to support youth aged 15 to 30 through youth-led initiatives aiming to make a positive impact in their communities. AHC Alberta will provide tools, resources, and guidance to assist youth in developing leadership skills and expanding their social networks while contributing to social change in their areas of interest. Youth, either individually or in small groups, will identify areas of interest for improving community issues, raise awareness, and create projects around them. The purpose of the ELECA project is to achieve the following objectives: promote civic engagement among young people from 15 to 30 years old through access to meaningful volunteer opportunities that help them to gain essential life skills and experience. So what is the Youth Forum? Okay, so I'm going to start by introducing the panelists. So, first up we have Miles X. Miles, if you take away.
I would describe this event as engaging, very, very engaging. It was mentally engaging. I was able to socialize with people. I mean, it's difficult sometimes, especially with like isolation these days. I'm not the most social person as well. I felt welcomed here. I felt understood, and I was able to have engaging conversations, and that's what I came for. So I was very happy with the event.
The Youth Forum is a two-day event where youth can engage with topics of interest concerning civic engagement. Youth will be able to network and meet other like-minded youth as well as form groups.
People are concerned about certain issues. So
for young people that are new to different contexts, it's very important to build community. Because your assimilation into the context that you find yourself usually hinges a lot on your ability to see yourself as part of the community. So programs like this allow for young people to get connected to one another, to be able to share common pains and common gains, so that they know that they are not alone in the challenges that they are facing and the new context that they find themselves in. And so that opportunity to build camaraderie and to build it in a safe space, a space where you're not expected to know everything, where you're allowed to make mistakes and learn from others, is very important.
I feel that this event is beneficial for youth because it allows them to network. It allows them to basically hear from folks like myself who, are basically an advocate, an expert in their field, and basically learn from them, learn from what, they have been working on and how they have been having a positive impact on society. So it allows the youth to have a much better expansion of their network and connection, and it just allows them to have a much better understanding of what other issues there are in society that they might not be aware of.
I was hoping that I'd be able to brainstorm, I guess, and have the ability to communicate with the people in our communities in Edmonton and Beaumont and scattered throughout our area, to see what the issues are and see what's bearing on people. And I want to see if we as a group can come up with ideas that can, improve our community.
Honestly, I'm hoping for a lot of connections with like-minded people who are also engaged in community, and I'm learning about other things I could be engaged in, and just learning about other projects that the community might have just starting up.
Just inviting people who are very knowledgeable in their fields. And just talking about anti-racism and equity and all of that is so important. Just hearing that from women who looks like me, people who look like me, talking about those topics and telling me how to do it and how to empower myself as a young activist is just so powerful. And one thing I feel like that's so empowering about this event is the fact that we're all connecting together for the sake of having the community and the youth do initiatives. So everyone came here thinking, oh, I'm gonna do a project, I'm gonna do a community initiative. And everyone here has that purpose in mind, and it's so easy to just connect with them on that level.
It's a very, very warm, collegial environment. I find that it was exciting to connect with young people, to connect to what I would say my younger self, and to see, the passions that they have in the different things that they are thinking about with regards to projects and, taking an action focus on the challenges that they've seen and being able to see themselves as the solution to the problems that they face. So yes, we talked a lot about systemic barriers, but then I also saw that, these young people are willing to put their best foot forward in order to address the challenges that they see and to be change makers. And it's always exciting and encouraging to see young people trying to initiate action with regards to that. So great environment, great people to connect with, and really excited about what they work on and to reconnect in March to see all the good work that they put to place. Yeah.
For trainings and workshops, we offer training, workshops, and mentoring to support you throughout the entire process, enabling them to successfully plan and implement their initiatives.
The toe is kind of what's keeping you staying in place.
Actually, to be honest, we formed our group back in August. So the planning was really slow and steady, figuring out the whole process and wanting to just kind of settling down on a specific idea. We all wanted to make difference for immigrants and newcomers, but we didn't know where to start. We all had our own struggles and we all wanted to bring a certain element into the group. So we took the time to figure that out, and we were able to lay down the dates and all of that. We were really afraid because the weather, the winter this year was kind of not so good, but it turned out great, and I think it was really exciting. The process was amazing. We had weekly meetings every week, Wednesdays, and we were able to make time to do tasks, and everyone was really great in the team.
I think my group is such a big group. It's not a regular. Our regular groups are 5. We have a 7-people group member this one. It's really good to have a lot of people involved in the dance, especially since it takes a lot of planning and communication with different teams and different people from everywhere around Edmonton to get different studios to come in and teach. So what we do is we try to meet online, especially if you can't meet in person, we try meeting online. And each of the group work is divided into each member. So advertisements divided, we have finance is divided, and more of buying things is divided. There's budgeting that's also involved. With music preference is divided. So we have teachers that come in, which is also divided. So it's from everywhere. So it's easier to work all together when there's everybody taking a little bit of a load.
So you got to take a year in the science arts before you.
It's been kind of difficult. Actually, we've had a few setbacks with people being busy, or a lot of our participants are also involved in other different groups. So we've had a little trouble finding a time to meet. But when we do meet, it's been really great. We're hearing really great ideas from the participants in the group, as well as from the community itself. And we've really been able to take what we've heard from the community as well as the other group members to create an event like this, and our safe spaces, and all the other events that we've done so far.
A project summary and budget will be created and presented to a committee, and AHC will provide microgrants, tools, training, and support for youth to implement their own project. All groups have to present to the Community Development Committee, and through this they either have their project approved or receive a conditional approval contingent on them making changes with the feedback they have received.
So what we're doing here is we run a soccer youth program for the Nepalese community. It ranges from players from age 15, 16 to even up to like 28. So we have a wide range of personnel who take part. The basic objective of our initiative is to basically make sure all the individuals in our community have a social setting. So like if they're just newcomers into Canada, we make them feel like home, not just through playing football, but at the same time just having a social group where they can share their problems or share like good moments and stuff. That's why we make sure that the newcomers are not, like they don't feel alone, you know? Because you know how the winter is here, it's very dreadful and it takes a toll on their mental health as well. So.
Our initiative is called Para-Athletes of Color Digital Museum. So the goal of our initiative is to highlight the stories of Paralympians and other para-athletes as well all over the country. So part of our initiative, first we go through interviews and get to hear their stories. So it's really flexible. We want to let athletes show whatever part of their life and share whatever part of their story they want to share. And then we're putting that together in a digital museum.
So our group started during the ELICA workshop on August, and we didn't know each other at first, and we have the same passion of building welcoming communities in Edmonton. So all of a sudden we just clicked and started our own group.
Oh, you almost had it. That was really good.
I really enjoy working with them. First of all, we're from different countries, Somalia, Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Philippines. And I enjoy the diversity of experience and ideas, and to get to know people and like what's their background and talking about them, knowing their history, how they came to Canada, and just getting to know each other, building a better community here, building a community in Edmonton.
We're trying to have a better communities, and we're trying to engage everyone with the snowboarding and curling activity. Also with the educational workshop, we're trying to have better educated people, because most immigrant and some people they don't have the chance to go to school. So we are trying to get an access to them by working with the institutions. Everybody doesn't have an experience. It's like almost everyone is new to the activity, so everybody's getting used to it, and we're also like loving the weather and everything is really good.
We have our first kind of activities, which were focused primarily on benefiting the physical well-being of our community. And then we have our arts and crafts project, which we were trying to help enrich our community culturally and bring back deeper connection in our community.
This for me is really huge opportunity to work with my hobby. And I'm very grateful to guide who's participate in this group. Here we have a few lessons. They are designed differently. So, for example, the first one we worked with leather, and I was so excited that time because in that first time one of my participants made what I want, so I was so excited. Yeah, and after that we worked with the wool, and now we're working our traditional sherdak. I'm excited when I'm working because this is my passion.
We were partnered with a swim club for our swimming classes with me as the instructor. Essentially, we had a lanes rented at a rec center where I would teach people the skills necessary for proper, along with the swimming techniques, and I would explain them and give feedback on swimming with certain goals weekly.
Today our dance classes are for the youth. We're going to start from 12 to 19 today. And our classes from tomorrow are from 20 to up, to whoever wants to join. And all of our classes are drop-in classes, so everybody is welcome to come.
depends on what classes you're interested in to join. So last week we had more of a Bollywood style class, and we had a bigger group who was more interested to come and to learn Bollywood. Today we're doing K-pop contemporary, and whoever's more interested in doing K-pop can come in and join our classes as well.
How is it helping them? Well, on a physical aspect for sure, because obviously we're playing soccer, as you can see. And the other thing is, if you're like, it helps in the leadership skills as well, because we have a lot of board members, so we run meetings and stuff, and then like how we're collaborating with Action for Healthy Communities. So it helps them know that there are other organizations as well who help like newcomers or immigrants or minorities to run a program and make them so feel at home.
I've really enjoyed getting to see everybody more often. That's something that I feel like has been great. The grant really brings us together and really get to be like, you know, come together as a community and spend time together, but also not only just for our own personal fulfillment, but also for like the fulfillment of our other community, like having the career workshops, culture workshops, the activities that we do having an influence and like going something beyond ourselves and hopefully inspiring other generations or other people to also consider like things like post-secondary education, or maybe, you know, taking into account like diversity and inclusivity in general.
We got a lot of, thankfully, good responses. Particularly for our more physical activities, we got a lot of people where they had the ability to kind of progress through kind of previous like physical problems that they had before. Like one of our participants was suffering from long COVID prior to joining our swimming initiative, our swimming sessions, and then she had the ability to kind of work through that problem, and you know, that was an incredible thing to hear. As well as for our art classes, which we're doing right now at the moment. It's been like a great opportunity from what I hear for people to connect, kind of get a deeper understanding of our cultural roots, as well as being able to kind of talk and interact with other Kyrgyz people. And being able to hear them say that, you know, they gained something out of it, like they've felt better physically, or they've appreciated the ability to test out their skills and learn something new and be a part of kind of our larger Kyrgyz community. That was the best part.
The thing I liked best was seeing the progress made throughout from the start compared to the end. There was visible change in skill and durability of swimming skills, just flair. You know, they get more comfortable in the water. Just like a nice life skill.
I learned a lot. To summarize in a few points, it's not easy to take a wide range of people and move towards a particular objective. The other thing is communication skills as well, because due to the variety of age range, you gotta, you know, fit in with the certain, like for the high schoolers, I gotta relate to them in a certain manner, and for people who are like 25 plus doing their grad school there, I gotta relate to them in a certain manner as well.
I think the biggest thing I learned from Elika and from like helping here, I think, is time management, because that's always been like a really big struggle for me, especially in high school. You know, when you move from junior high to high school, you don't really know how to like navigate through that.
The best thing is I haven't been really outspoken person. I'm really like introverted, I would say. So I think it helped me kind of break out of that shell and kind of take action on public speaking and getting comfortable with, you know, the Eritrean community, and, you know, just trying to be as present as I can.
Most of us are students, right? So financially we struggle. And that's how we had to, like, even for this grant, we applied for this grant because it helps us, you know, run like this venue and even the equipments we have and stuff.
Something that was quite challenging for us was the time constraints, because many of these Paralympians are preparing for their para-athletes. So just having the time to like converse with them and even taking time out of our day was quite a bit of a challenge for us.
We experienced quite a bit. I would probably say mostly the budgeting. Just because we're all really young, we never dealt with a bunch of money given to us like this. So it's difficult to, you know, time manage as well, you know, meeting up with group members, you know, figuring out how to budget and also work around other people's time.
through this program, I feel like with my team, they're especially reliable. They work really hard to make sure that everything gets done, and we pick up each other's slack. So if one person falls short, there's always people behind them who are also supporting and trying to reach certain deadlines. So honestly, just like I feel like with the team, I've been really lucky because we have a great team that also really supports each other in that way.
I love this community. It's very vibrant. They're very engaging. They all treat me like a little brother. Honestly, because I grew with them, they've become very close to me as well. And then honestly, I feel very happy being part of this community. Mainly because of the way they treat me, the way they always call me to play with them, the way they always get me involved. Not only to play soccer, but in volunteering as well. I'm also a junior coach, part of teaching the younger kids, under 13s and under 9s. And they just really connected me with my community and really made me feel like I belong here. What I really like is how everyone is there for each other. They're all treating each other very nicely and closely. So I moved to Canada as an immigrant. I began to forget my language and my culture, but these guys keep on reminding me where we've come from, struggles we've all been through, and they've actually really helped me improve my language as well.
So we've met with some of them in person, and seeing how happy they were and how excited they were for this because they are so underrepresented.
All our community members, they came together to make one piece of art. Moreover, you can see different generations from our community. So through this workshop, we kind of enhancing our and improving our intergenerational connections, and we have even people from different cultures. So it's a great opportunity to share our Kyrgyz culture and just to come together. They will help us to improve our mental health and physical health as well. After the entire week, when you're so tired and when you come to the swimming classes, after that class, you feel probably tired, but in a different way, because you leave all that negativity in the water and you come after that class absolutely as a new person. So tons of benefits for all our community members, and of course including myself.
After implementation, youth will share their learnings and the impact of their projects and celebrate together.
This is a special event because this is a youth-led initiative and event. Basically, whatever they have done during last year, they will showcase some of those things, some of those successes, some of those achievements, and we all are here today to celebrate all those successes with them. They will talk about some of their initiatives, they will make presentations, so we will see what exactly they are doing. But we call it special because Action for Healthy Communities focuses intentionally a lot on the youth initiatives and the youth development, because we understand that they are the future Canada, they are the future leaders. And if they are successful, if they are successfully integrated in the society, we will have a beautiful Canada. So they are doing that, and we are here to provide them those opportunities where they can find avenues to use their skills, use their knowledge, build their skills, build their capacity, and then go back to their communities and see that what exactly they can contribute in those communities to make those communities inclusive for everybody to live together.
So my name's Abby. I'm one of the co-founders of Step Up Anti-Race Association, and we're a youth-led organization aimed to take action against racial injustices within our community and around the world.
These are all great initiatives, and the sustainability of these initiatives is the most important. We need to sustain these, we need to grow this, we need to think about how we can scale it up. I think today was one of the opportunity for all of us, and especially for all of you, to learn from each other as well.
This is kind of hard to reach like an absolute kind of end goal of we got everything we wanted, but I definitely do think that we got close in terms of helping our community and providing initiatives and activities that benefited people, as well as giving us the kind of opportunity to learn more about these kind of initiatives and how we can develop and progress our abilities further to serve our community more in the future.